Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Today I would like to explain and encourage us how we can change in Ramadan and how we can make the most of the next beautiful days we have left in this month, inshallah. I will be pointing out a 3-step change process that will consist of 1. Reviving our Iman and intentions, 2. Understanding the change and implementing it, and 3. Finally, how we can maintain and sustain our hard work. Before we start, I would like to start off with an amazing story of a man that had approached me not too long ago. This young man has been practicing Islam for the past few years now, yet he felt he was not good enough to hold the title as a Muslim. SubhanAllah, can you even imagine? Here we are, most of us Muslims still struggling, yet he knew so much about the deen and couldn't find the strength to take his shahada. The main problem was finding out how he can change himself in order to break down his inconsistencies, and alhamdulillah he was able to overcome this and take his shahada. Just as a new Muslim is overcoming the changes into the deen, we too must figure out how we can change our behaviors in order to become more effective Muslims. The first step, as I mentioned, is how we can revive our Iman. We need to take a step back and think about how we can rate ourselves. And this might be challenging because many of us are in denial on where we stand, or we feel that we don't want to face it and see that we aren't as strong as we think we are. And once we understand this concept, it can lead to that big push for our behaviors to change. At this point, we only have a few more days left in Ramadan, and taking advantage of them is so important for us to survive the next 11 months. Now, step 2 is understanding where the change comes from and how we can implement this into action. As we know, Ramadan is a month that initially starts with change. From day 1, al-shayateen are locked, and we are on our own for worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our hearts are being changed, our spirits are changing, and most of all, our ibadah is being changed. The angels descend down to earth, and this is the month the Quran has been sent to us, and the most significant changes and events in Islamic history has also occurred during this month. I mean, even our diets are changing in order to restrain our bodies, our mouths, ears, and hearts from sins. Prophet Mohamed ﷺ said in this amazing hadith that whoever of you sees an evil, he must then change it with his hand. If he is not able to do so, then he must change it with his tongue. And if he is not able to do so, then he must change it with his heart. And that is the slightest effect of faith. As we can see in this profound hadith, we are in charge of changing what we see in others and helping them in correcting their actions. So it's even more critical that we change within ourselves in order to have the vision and follow our mission. Once we realize this concept, we can start off with the smallest rituals that we can continue daily and follow through these baby steps. Even as simple as smiling to someone on the street to give great da'wah. Inshallah, may we increase our small deeds in order to obtain bigger and better. Finally, is how we can survive. How can we maintain these actions throughout the year and hopefully make it a long-lasting effect? All changes start within, but on a more technical level, we must learn to organize ourselves. As Muslims in the next leading generation, it's so important that we become our own managers in order to lead the future generations. This is so vital for us to train our own Iman to become better Muslimin. If we lose hope and we feel that we are not strong enough, we must start back at step 1 and start changing our plans and find out what we are missing, what ruined the flow, and hopefully start again. Success is within, and this is a general rule for all aspects of life. So if we are able to map out our future careers, our term schedules, and our daily routines, what's stopping us from organizing our deen to guide our lives? Now that I have mentioned the 3 points of organizing our change, I would like to conclude with giving our ummah hope. Think about your strengths and the circle of influence you have around you, whether it is at home or school or even your workforce, and how you are able to take advantage of that role. SubhanAllah, how amazing is it if we can all benefit from each other? Just as a doctor needs an accountant or a lawyer, I need you and you need me, and with the help of our deen, we can overcome any obstacles we face. Ramadan basically proves to us the type of person we can actually be. If you are able to sustain and maintain your behaviors during Ramadan, then you are surely capable to keep that same character for the 365 days throughout the year. I know this is easier said than done, but my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, with the right Iman and constant dua, Allah will not misguide us. We will be so strong that when Shaitan comes back, we have already prepared ourselves for 30 days. So let's shock him and prove him wrong. I will leave you all with this famous quote by Abraham Lincoln, where he states that a goal properly set is halfway reached. If we set our goals in the start of Ramadan, or even now, we're already halfway there. So what's stopping us from making it to the finish line? I pray to Allah that we all can be amongst the righteous in piety. Inshallah, bi'idhnillah, we can gain the success and knowledge that will benefit us in this dunya and akhirah. If I said anything wrong, it is from my own and Allah knows best. I hope you all liked what I had to say, and please like, rate, and comment below, and sharing would help too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.